am here at the Modrian in South Beach, just blocks from where I live. I love the fact that I can just wake up and just drive over in 2 minutes to do this amazing event today for IBMtv. Here at the Modrian, TPI had an amazing event with a few panels of athletes, entrepreneurs, but I happened to see my buddy, my good friend, David Jensen in the audience today. He is an entrepreneur and creator. So of course, I wanted to know his thoughts on the panel, what the NFL athletes shared today, and also what his takeaways on it. Because again, somebody that has been doing this for a long, long time, him and his wife, amazing speakers, TED speakers, I mean everything. I've been able to actually do events with him now and share my ideas with him. And I think this is a perfect event for someone that has been doing entrepreneurship. And I just want to take your takeaways. First, again, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Being part of the Super Bowl weekend.
It's unbelievable.
This big game here in South Beach is just blowing up, and it's just Thursday, so we're just getting started.
That's true.
We still got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So anyway, I just want David, again, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking your time today before you leave. I know you have other events. What did you think about the panel? What do you think about TPI and entrepreneurship and nonprofits and everything that we're talking about today?
Okay, great. Thank you so much, and it is hilarious that we could both just hop in our cars, drive down the street,
Yes.
Where we are, right? Both Miami residents. So TPI, wow, everything they're doing really aligns with what we're doing in creating entrepreneurs. Create Entrepreneurs helps people become authors, speakers, coaches, online marketers, so that they can transition from the military, transition from a job they hate, or transition from being retired from the NFL. I find that there's this line of like, yeah, I'm retired. And you and I, what do we think of when we think of retirement? You
Death.
Think of fishing, death.
No, actually, I think of death. I think retirement is death. I mean, I think that retirement, I'll bring up my mother on this. My mom is, she's up there, and she's a psychologist, a doctor, has a brokerage license, a real estate license, continuing education as a psychologist and doctor. And so I look at her and I said, no, I mean, retirement is death. I mean, to me, if you're retired, you're waiting to die. And first it was about, they started telling how they're going to help players, not only retired NFL players in their second act of life, but even the ones that are in the NFL, right? I believe that there was a gentleman in the corner that was talking about how, don't wait too long.
It's preparation.
While you have the people that are looking at you, where you're hit that big game, and get educated and get with the right people to help you build that brand for the future.
Yeah, and I always say the people you choose change the trajectory of your life.
Absolutely.
And of course, the people you choose change the trajectory of your business and your life. So surround yourself with good people, bring others up to the level of competition that you've been at, and don't fall for that retired. It's just a transition to a new career, to a new game, to, just now you have to be your own coach, your own training staff, your own, I talked to a lot of the players, and it's very similar to transitioning from the military, because, they are used to taking orders, they're used to, having projects and, what have you. And then they go home and they get unproductive, and it's just it's really sad, actually. So I hope they don't think too much on retirement and they just look at transition. So I think TPI and a lot of these other foundations are really stressing that, and the NFL Players Association has been really helping with that, because once you get a pension, you've got healthcare, you get all of these things, you could have the tendency to sit back and just, kind of enjoy your glory days. But unfortunately, some of these guys, I was just talking to a guy, he's 34 years old.
Yeah.
And he's retired, right?
Correct.
So he had to start a whole new career and not be retired, just change jobs, right? And so for me, I really admire what all these foundations are doing, and anything I can do to support and help them. I know that IBM has a lot of programs that are now reaching out into entrepreneurship as well, like this.
Yeah, this whole week has been, I've had the blessing of working with IBMtv, and it's been a blessing of how many events they have done for the NFL, and the big game and everything that's going on here in South Florida, because again, it was about community. It was about believing in an ecosystem, believing in the community aspect of it. But it's something you touched on real quick that reminded me of, I've gotten to hear you speak a lot now, so, people think entrepreneurship is a solo game. And I don't know why people think that. You know, the entrepreneur, the person that has the vision, the person that believes in something, is the start.
True.
Right?
Yep. Absolutely.
You know, and I think maybe that's where startup came from. I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's a start, right? And if it isn't, I just made that up. So you get that start, but then you need a support system.
Yeah.
You need a team. You know, you need a media team. You need a market management. You need in your case, you have your wife that supports you in everything you do. You support her. So your partner and relationships and things like that. You know, there's people in my life that have come into my life when I really needed them, so I can continue to go forward with these projects and these missions that I'm doing. And I feel like everything I'm doing is a miracle after miracle. But again, what God did in my life was a miracle. So why am I going to think it's impossible? No, it says I'm possible. But I will say that, you know, what do you think about that? Because people, and you teach people about entrepreneurship, or you at least share your experience as an entrepreneur. You fail a lot. Right? You fell off it, but when you fail, you learn something.
Overnight success.
Yeah, there's no overnight success. But you know, what about that entrepreneurship being a solo thing, right?
Yeah, it's definitely not a solo thing. I mean, I have a team. I mean, I think we're like almost 20 deep now, right? And what it is each time I look at something that, you know, you have to know that you don't know best. You know, you are not the know-it-all. And as soon as I see something that I don't know well, I go, okay, good. Who knows this? Who can produce this? Who can do it? Because that's going to make it stronger. You know, in football, you know, there's 52 men on a team. You know, when you go on the field, you got 11 other guys who are, you know, all doing some function to achieve that same purpose, which is get into the end zone, right? It is never an individual sport. And, you know, I always talk, because I'm a basketball guy, even though we're here at NFL weekend, right? You know, there's 5 players on the team. Michael Jordan never won a championship ring by himself, right? He always had 4 other guys on the court with him, you know, unless it was some crazy scenario, right? But, you know, I think what happens is people get in this viewpoint and this opinion about if you build it, they will come. We all learned that, right?
Yeah, that's
Kevin Costner ruined our lives.
Feel the dreams,
right?
Feel the dreams.
Right. So I think you have to do more than build it. You have to build it, and then you have to promote it, and then you have to get help to, you know, make it recognizable and have value to others. And now you'll start to make some money at it. You'll start to help changing people's lives. And so that's what I like to do with transitioning military, transitioning professionals, and transitioning athletes, is have them find what their purpose is, and then really build out a program where they can help others. Great entrepreneurs.
I couldn't say any better than myself. And David Jensen, ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneur, creator, my friend. I can call you my friend. And you know, I look forward to more of your events, and of course, I look forward to see how we can collaborate in the future.
Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, my name is David Octavio Gandel. I am here with IBMtv. And again, like I always say, find hope, have faith, and live every day with purpose. Signing off. I'll see you soon. God bless you.
Thanks, buddy.